Well, this is a video that I hope that I wouldn't be having to do. It is a tribute to one of the absolute best Swedish artists that I know, that unfortunately passed away yesterday. One of my all-time favorites, Marie Fredriksson from Roxette. She died because of her brain cancer, 61 years old, and of course it was no it's no secret that she has been being sick, no doubt about it, but that it was that close to the end. I guess many of us had no idea of. So it is a shock, it was a tragic day yesterday when she passed away, and touching to read all the tributes and all the nice words. And I have been a huge fan of Marie Fredriksson ever since around 1987. Of course I knew about it before that, but it was then I realized how magnificent artist that she was. Then she has mixed solo albums with Roxette, and she also proven to be a really strong person and a really down-to-earth person. If you compare it to many other world superstars and people who reaches the Billboard top charts and so on, she never had a thought of moving outside of Sweden and live like a superstar. She stayed in Sweden and lived a normal life, as much normal you can live when you are such a world famous person like she was. Really cool, down to earth in every interviews, and I really liked her, and such a magnificent voice, a voice that both could be sensible and soft, and also a minute later just really rocky and really with power. And if you listen to her Swedish, I know it's hard to imagine for you who is not Swedish, but because you haven't heard her much of her Swedish music, and but when you listen to the lyrics, you could really feel what she's singing. She's really, she could really feel the pain in sad melody. You could feel the joy in happy melodies, and she really personified the lyrics that she was singing. That in most cases also was written by herself. It was very personal in her lyrics, and maybe that is why I tend some time to maybe be a little more fan of her solo works than Roxette. Don't get me wrong, I love Roxette. I think Roxette has done so much great songs, and I think they're a fantastic band. And but if I have to choose, if someone would have pointed a gun at my head and said, "Hey, choose between Roxette and Marie's solo albums," I would have said Marie's solo album. Maybe because they are more personal than was the more world superstar Roxette songs were. I have debated with myself and having a bit problem with how to do this. And all my collection of Marie's solo albums, many of you wouldn't know one thing of half of the albums, but I felt like I do a top 10 chart over her over the best songs from her and Roxette combined. The 10 best songs of both Roxette and Marie Fredriksson solo songs. And I hope that you will enjoy this tribute to one of my all-time favorites. If you wonder what I showed in the beginning, this is an audiobook of her biography, made by Swedish author and radio personality Helena von Zweigbergk. There is Marie and the author. The author is the one with the long hair, if you don't know it by now. And I have tons of biographies I'm going to must read, so I haven't gone through this one yet, but it is she describes the battle with her cancer really good and really touching. So let's start with the top 10 chart. At number 10 we have a song that is maybe the rockiest solo song that I have on this chart. It is from this album that she released in 1992 that I only have as a cassette. It is this one, Den ständiga resan, The Eternal Journey, that she made in 1992, and she wasn't feeling all that good mentally back then, so it said that this is an album that where she wrote off her pain. She wrote down her pain, and this is a cassette that's real special because I got it in Christmas present by my grandmother back then. And the song is called Mellan sommar och höst, between summer and autumn. This one, the final song of the cassette, the second, the final song on the cassette. And it is a dramatic rock song, a really dramatic rock song with great and heavy production, and also very much a little sad produced, but still a really awesome melody and awesome singing. I really like this song. I've done ever since I heard it the first time. Now we're going to Roxette at number 9, and we have the very first Roxette song, and also maybe the only song where you could hear Per Gessle from Roxette really well from this chart. And it is this one, Never Ending Love from 1986. When this one came out back then, at first I was a little bit hesitating. I don't know why, actually. I really can't explain that. But it is nostalgia, because I remember it on the hit charts back in 1986 when it was on the charts, hearing it on radio every now and then, and hearing it very often. And it is not quite like what you used to Roxette. It's a little bit softer, very much soft 80s music style, comparing to what you would hear later on. And we have number 8. We have from the Tourism album, we have Queen of Rain with Roxette. And this is a ballad that is such amazing produced by Clarence Överman, and really nice piano intro, and such a fantastic mood. Really soft and relaxing mood in this song. And more Roxette at number 7. There are more of Roxette here, I guess, much because to make it easier, but everybody knows Roxette, and it is also the most well-known songs. And at number 7 we have Stars, and it is from 1999, and this is a little oddity. If you think that Never Ending Love was a little bit uncharacteristic for Roxette, this one is sure even more uncharacteristic, because this is in an dance remix called Almighty Single Version that almost sounds like Roxette goes Eurodisco. With something that when I heard it the first time, my jaw was just, I never would have believed that if I know someone would have told me. But it is really, really great. Marie is really living herself into the song, and she really sings like she can, and really, really amazing production. So amazing, well done, and surprised from Roxette, but also a really nice one. We have at number 6 a song that is a little specialty. It is maybe one of the only song that isn't a single release. So that's why I'm showing the album that it's from. It is from the debut album Roxette, the same as Never Ending Love. And we have from the Pearls of Passion album in 1986, we have this song, I Call Your Name. That is also a bit dramatic song, but also such relaxing and amazing melody. Really amazing vocal by Marie, and really amazing melody. That I really like. I've heard this album numerous times, over and over again, and I always have enjoyed this I Call Your Name. Ever since I heard it the first time, I really got knocked out by it when I heard it the first time. Coming in at number 5, we have a Roxette song, Listen to Your Heart, a very familiar song for many of you, from the Look Sharp album in 1988. Maybe one of the most strongest and most powerful ballads that Per Gessle ever written and Roxette ever made, and a really amazing vocal performance by Marie. She really has such an energy when she sings this song, and as I said, a really strong melody, a really strong ballad. And if you have the chance, take a look at the video for this one. It is made at the castle ruin in the city of Borgholm at the island of Öland. And it's amazing to see Marie and the audience and the musicians. Such an amazing, maybe definitely one of the Roxette's absolute best ballads. And we have now 2 songs from her solo albums coming in at the nearest positions. At number 4 we have the song, and I'm going to show a compilation now called Tid för tystnad, Time for Silence. This is a compilation that she released in 2007 with her best ballads. And we have at number 4 Tro, Faith. And such an amazing lyrics in this song. Faith. I want to feel faith. I want to feel The day of tomorrow, enter nice and calm. In a winter world, I want to feel faith. It is so amazing, thoughtful and relaxing lyrics and melody, and she really sings this really great, soft and really relaxing production also. So definitely from the album ENT som vår, In a Time Like Ours from 1996. And we have as number 3 another solo song from this one. It is the song Sparvöga, The Eye of the Sparrow. It was a television series that came out in 1989 that Marie was asked to do the theme from. And she made the song Sparvöga, and also a very, very relaxing and such a amazing production and amazing song. Especially when they made it so it sounds like Marie sometimes almost sings, it sounds like a duet with herself. So I always loved these songs ever since I heard it the first time back in 1989. We have even more solo stuff, but this time I have the single, and it is the song that actually made me realize how amazing she was as a vocalist. Efter stormen, from the album with the same name, After the Storm, and it's such an amazing and calming, relaxing, airy production by Lasse Lindbom, who was her former boyfriend once, and also very much nostalgia from 1987, and from when I heard it, and I always enjoyed this. And the album Efter Stormen might be my absolute favorite Marie Fredriksson album of her solo stuff, and this is such an amazing production, amazing singing, amazing melody. And number 1, the winner is, and I picked out a Roxette song, but if I would do this chart a month later, it would probably look different, because Roxette and Marie has such an amazing catalog of songs to choose between. So it was so hard to do this chart. So I don't know. Maybe there would be other songs involved if I did it. If I did it a month later. But number 1 is from Joyride album, and it is a ballad that I have been such a huge fan of ever since the start. Fading Like a Flower Every Time You Leave, from 91. This is such an amazing ballad. I don't know why I've always been a fan of this, maybe a little bit even more fan of this than Listen to Your Heart, but it's such an fantastic production by Clarence Överman, and it's a really amazing little sentimental production, sentimental melody that I really love, and amazing also amazing melody, and so to me this has been one of my absolute favorite Roxette songs ever. And now many of you might think, aren't I missing songs? I probably am, but it's such a as I said, it was such a hard to pick out. So if I would do this chart again, it would probably look in another order. So but it still is my tribute to my one of my absolute favorite singers of all time, Marie Fredriksson. Rest in peace, Marie, and thank you very, very much for everything that you have been giving Swedish music, and that you have been giving all of us fans through the years, from your very first step into the music until now. And hopefully now you will have peace after your horrible disease. So until next time, I hope that every one of you have a real nice time, no matter where you are, no matter what you do. Take care and so long.